welcome to Half-Ass Gamers.
And I'm gonna say, hey, welcome to Half-Ass Gaming.
Whoa! Oh, he cracked a drink. Can't even talk, bro.
It's a cold one kind of night, you know.
Does that mean I gotta go get a cold one?
Oh, it's up to you, bro. It's up to you.
I can go get a cold one. My cold one's like sugar-free ciders.
Hey, bro. You do what you need. I'm trying that mango sour that Locke brought. So.
Oh yeah. Sick.
Yeah,
I need to try that.
Yeah.
As you guys hear me disappear, knowing that I'm going to the kitchen.
This is a very strange drink. It is a sour. Kind of nice, though. But it is sour. Yes, welcome to Half-Ass Gaming. I am your...
It's like a half-ass
one of your hosts.
podcast, but with like some drinking involved.
Yeah.
It's like a spin-off. Ready?
I am Sean. This is Nick. Crack that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Did you kind of hear it?
Yeah.
You heard a little bit? Okay.
That was good.
I was like, because mine was a screw top. It was just like, low.
Yeah.
I love this. It's literally 4.5% alcohol. So it's like one standard drink and it's low sugar apple cider. That's the guy I am, bro. Unless I have my Pinot Grigio. Unless I have my white wine, my Pinot Grigio. Yeah. You know?
So, yeah, no, I feel that. I don't really drink beers too often. So, this is not, I'm actually more of a spirits kind of guy, so.
Feels weird because you just reminded me next Thursday I might not be able to do the podcast because I'm actually going to be out doing a bit of bar hopping in the city actually on Thursday.
Wow, on a Thursday? Yeah. What the fuck?
Thursday? I know. I'm going to do a bit of bar hopping. I just realized. So that's how you find out, guys. At least everyone knows then. We'll just film it, record it on a different day. So
yeah, if you're in Melbourne, do bar hopping on a Thursday. See if you can find Nick. You probably won't find him in a crowd because you may not know what we look like.
Yeah, if you do find me,
Be prepared to just be very awkward.
Yeah, I'll be like the most awkward human being there is. I'll be hello. Sorry.
No,
that's me.
So good. All right. Well, let's get into what we've been doing. So, do a bit of video games of the last week. I'm also just going to hit my puffer real quick because I can feel my asthma playing up.
That's all good.
Oh, yeah, asthmatic. I've been playing a lot of Sons of the Forest.
Yeah, how's it going? I kind of heard a little bit about it on Sunday, but now that you've had more time with it, let's go for it.
Okay, so Sons of the Forest. Amazing game. Map is huge. Lot to do. There is some stuff that's like obviously missing, but the entirety of the story is there. So it's like small things that like building or certain elements that are a little but outside of that, which again, very small amount, I'd still give this game a solid 9.5 out of 10. It is damn near perfect. There is some bugs.
And this is still with early access?
It is still early access.
And you're giving it that high of a score. That's fucking good, man.
I have a very strong bias to this game, but I really, really do enjoy it. Like, honestly, it's been... I'm going to play some more tonight. I'm going to play more tomorrow. Like, I was
going to say, though, is it a bias when, like, everyone has that same view? Because it's because the first one was so good. Like, I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't my game, but I understand why everyone enjoyed it. I still played it with you guys, and I had a hella experience. So it's like, is it biased? Because like it's kind of like a big shoes to fill up with, like shoes to fill type thing. So I feel like because you love the game so heavily, that bias should make you critique this a little bit more. So if it's been that good, that must mean like it's a very good game. Like it must have lived up to a lot of the hype that people had put on it. Because like I said, I heard a lot of hype. So
I very much think they have done an outstanding job. The game runs a little bit chunky on my computer, but that's just kind of my computer's showing its age. But yeah, even with like the bugs and the glitches, and people have found you can like clip through doors using nothing but a stick and shit like that. Like you can very obviously get through the entire game as quick as you really want using bugs and glitches and stuff. But if you take out of it what the game is supposed to be, it is really, really good. I've seen some folk try to like talk down on it and act like it's full of whatever. And I'm like, dude, if the game isn't for you, you're not going to enjoy the game. Like if you go into a game not liking that style of game, as has been the case with me for a lot of video games, I don't enjoy it. But The Forest was one that I have an emotional attachment to as far as the series, because it was a game that helped me reconnect with some friends that I'd not really had much interaction with after a while. It allowed me to do some cool shit with my brothers. It's just been a great experience, and like I really, really enjoyed it. And this one is such a good successor as far as pretty much everything across the board. Like the game itself is beautiful. The systems have been updated. There's a whole lot of upgrades across the board as far as like graphics and gameplay. And there are a couple of little things that are a bit annoying. But again, none of it like takes away from it. It's more just, excuse me, it would be nice if it was a bit different, but it's not bad. And I think that's, again, for an early access game from an indie studio, that's huge. There are so many other games that I've played that have come from AAA or indie or whatever, and I've just sat down and been like, this is kind of shit. Like, it really is. Or there's just like certain things that they just stop. Like, they don't listen to the audience as far as what they should upgrade, and they just do what they want. So then the next games that come out are just kind of shit. While this one is like, they listened and they learned from the first one, and they try to take that to heart and use it as upgrades. And it's been really, really good.
Well, what was your thoughts on Kevin? Because that's like the biggest thing that I wanted to like chat about. Because like I've heard mixed things with it. Like he's good. Like I know they'll probably work on him, get him updated as like an AI and stuff. But like, have you utilized him? Did you kill him? Like, because you're just playing with your brother at the moment.
I played
playing like
couple
of different groups
with a friend of mine, the Crab Battler. We played for I think like 4 hours on stream. Like it was a solid stream. I've played some by myself, and I've been playing with my brother. And across all of them, I've discovered different things. I've done different things. I've gone to different areas just to see what, stuff we've missed or whatever. And it's been really good. And as far as his name is Calvin.
Calvin, sorry.
It's such an annoying name that, and he's supposed to be deaf because his eardrums basically get destroyed at the start of the game.
Yeah, from the
helicopter crash, which I'm like, all right, that's cool, whatever. So I've just been calling him Kevin and Jimmy and like just weird names, just whatever, because it's just kind of a joke. But as far as the thing goes, he's actually a very useful companion. The only annoying bit as far as his companion side goes is he can't help you in battle. All he does is build or collect. That's all he can do. He can do nothing else. And that's not a bad thing, because even in certain areas where you can't get items, he can still get items. So it is a very useful companion, but when you're like in the middle of like fighting 5 or 6 cannibals or a couple of mutants, he just kind of runs off, or he gets downed in the middle of the fight and then you have to go and revive him. Like it's he's helpful, but he's kind of annoying at times. Like there's moments where I can understand why a player would just be like, I'm just going to shoot this dude. Cause it can be more of a hindrance than anything while you're like doing the fucking, what's it called? The get down, Mr. President kind of thing. You know, you're playing bodyguard for an NPC. It's just really annoying. But
yeah, I get you.
When it's his time to shine, like if you have a base and you leave him at your base, you can leave him at the base collecting resources. And by the time you come back to the base, he just has a huge pile of resources. It's fucking great. Like on stream, we were camping, and he ended up bringing like damn near 20 fish from like a river that we couldn't fish in.
That's sick.
Yeah, so
that's actually
he is useful. It's just, it's annoying having to like drag him around the forest itself.
The best one that I've seen is someone was like building their treehouse, and they because you know how you can do that, you can kind of like build a treehouse, and they asked him to help, and he goes over to the tree that they're building it on and just cuts it down. I was like, bro, I feel that. And then it all just explodes and lands, and he's just like, so shit like that's funny. Like, I like how that's still in the game. They'll probably work that type of stuff out. Like, but it's just like that's kind of what makes it as well.
Yeah,
no, it was like the best clip. I saw that on Twitter, and I was like, that is gaming at its peak, you know?
Yeah, it really
actual
is.
Gaming at its peak. So
there is a few major bugs as far as like, they really shouldn't be in the game, but I'm kind of happy they are, that allow you to basically duplicate stuff or build stuff for free.
Okay.
It's more than definitely going to get patched out, right? But
yeah, they always do it.
Like, I'm not upset if they do, because obviously it throws off the entire thing, but it is still very funny and fun just standing there just like duping logs or like throwing logs and they're getting duplicated, and it's all bugs that mostly happen in multiplayer because of desync.
Yeah.
Which is a common thing. Like, it is hard to code around that. But compared to like the single player ones where you're like able to clip through walls and stuff, or like there's some very major bugs, but there's a lot of minor ones that just kind of make things a bit more fun, or they aren't that bad. And
I was gonna say that always makes part of it though when you see those bugs, like mainly being an early access game. Like I said, one of my favorite games that I ever played that was like so good at the start because of bugs was when they did the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, like PUBG, on like console. It was just buggy and it was a mess. It kind of made it. So those charms sometimes, like
no, it is a very nice fun time thing. It kind of gives a charm to the game itself, you know. But and outside of that, I've played a little bit of Hitman, just trying to get some mastery up, and I've been playing modded Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been very heavily modded, and I'm kind of really enjoying it, because it's just this, like, new take on a game, so I'm able to do some stupid things and chaos, and it's fun. But that's pretty much me for the last week. What you been up to, man?
When you're being modding it, you can't do that multiplayer, can you?
No, not.
It's just like a single player for Red Dead.
Yeah, not without hacks. Which
okay.
I, for public thing, have to say I do not condone hacking, especially because everyone hacks on Red Dead. But I would be lying if I said I don't take advantage of when I happen to be in a server with a friendly hacker. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't want to be encouraging hacking.
No. At the same time, I prefer to encourage Red Dead to keep getting support, but they will never put more support into the game. So.
In regards to what I've been gaming, I jumped in for like a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. But that's pretty much it, man. Like, I've been pretty busy. I've just finished up my 6 days a week through the month. And I've had 2 days off this week. That was nice, but they've been kind of chill ones. Jumped on, and like I was going to jump into Escape from Tarkov one night, but just motivation was not there. And I've been kind of just trying to catch up on some gaming news, man. I feel like a bit's going on. There's a couple of like betas that are coming out and stuff, and just a bit going on in the gaming world that I've kind of dropped off a little bit with. And jumped into Hogwarts for a little bit. Did like a side quest or so that I feel like people say you shouldn't do. They say just focus main story for a bit. But I knew that I didn't have long, so I just jumped in and did that. And that's really it. Haven't picked up Wanted Dead yet. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
There you go. I just was going to say, haven't picked up Wanted Dead yet. And I don't know if I will. I kind of still want to, but I'm still very much sitting on the fence about that. I haven't heard if they've updated it, just because performance was a huge thing with that. So, yeah. But that's it.
No. So. I was going to say, can I get your opinion on something as far as Hogwarts Legacy goes? So,
yeah.
I was watching a review from a creator called Ranton. I will more than happily give the name out because I actually very much enjoy the content. I like what he does. I find him very entertaining. He has a very stupid sense of humor, and that's what I kind of love. But he gave his review of Hogwarts Legacy and gave the game a 6.2. No, it wasn't a 6.2. He gave it a 6, out of 10. Right?
Yeah.
His biggest problem with the game was that it was very samey. Like, every fight is you doing the exact same thing. Every side mission is just fetch questy. Most main missions are kind of boring. There's not a whole lot of actual story. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Do you think that there's enough in there?
I could see that. Like I said, I've only played a small amount of the game, like 4 or 5 hours. The start opens really well. It's very much like a movie start. I know a lot of people get mad about games that are like more of a movie. I know that was a massive thing with like The Last of Us Part 2, just because of cutscenes and how much that can intrude in a game. But it's storytelling. So the start's very much like quite heavy cutscenes, that hand holding. The biggest thing that I've seen and what I've noticed is combat will probably be something that will feel samey. You can pretty much combo 4 different spells. You can get a different spells depending on the house that you've got. I worked up to getting like some incendiary spells, like the basic ones. But I know that there is a bit of a combo system, and the combat feels great. But the biggest thing that I've heard, and I haven't really seen it because I'm still quite early, is that enemy diversity is the same. So not a huge amount of enemy diversity. And if you're starting to see kind of the same type of people, knowing what an RPG is, having that side quest, you'd probably find that most of them get a bit samey. But I feel like what set it out for me was like the broomsticks are really cool. Having like the transmog system, having all those really cool RPG systems that make it the grind or the sameness a little easier seems like it's there as a foundation. And to me, that's super important. If I can start making my character look cooler, start feeling like whilst I'm leveling up, I can get some cool spells, start customizing stuff, means that if I'm doing that same type of mission, I feel like it's kind of justified. But from what I've heard and what I've seen, it'll be very similar to like sort of fetch quests, go here, do this, kind of a long cutscene, drip-fed story. But I'm keen to finish it though. Like I'm actually keen to finish it. And I really enjoyed the start of it because it feels like actually coming up should be Last of Us. There's Last of Us coming out on PC soon. Feels like one of those types of games. Like they always talk about, even with like Spider-Man, they're very much games that are like kind of like a bit of a movie. And I kind of enjoy that. They're more of a like, what do you call them? I know there was like a word for them. Oh, no, there's like a word for them because everyone was like giving them so much shit at the Game Awards and stuff like that.
Theatrical? I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Like people were just saying it's like you're more going to watch a fucking movie instead of play a game. And I'm like, well, that's still fine. And it's like pushing like narrative and yeah. That's fine. Like I don't mind that at all. I kind of enjoy that. I really want to do that Uncharted series because I bought that on PC and I got that shit installed. Have not touched it. Fucking annoyed with that. Should probably play that. When did I buy that? We should go back. This is going to be like a podcast of like Nick spent $2,000 over the last year on video games and played 2 of them. That's what it should be.
Dude, I want to be real. I think everyone does that, especially with Steam sales.
Yeah.
I have like 600 games in my library, and I think I've only played maybe 100.
Fucked, man. It's good, but
And that's
no,
across
I
the
could
life.
definitely see that. That's the thing. Like, if you're still giving it a 6 and it's like that, it means that the foundation's kind of there. That's great. Like, I've already seen a multiplayer mod for it that's really cool. Like, I feel like if the game has been selling really well and it's got the best feedback that it could for like what the game is, you know. But I feel like, yeah, it's going to be one of those ones where I'm excited to see how it continues to grow, and maybe if we see another one. But yeah,
Before
one
we move
game
into
I
game
wanted
news
to.
as well. Oh, sorry, yeah.
One
Go
game
ahead.
should have bought that's just come out on early access, but it's so fucking expensive, man. It feels weird for me to be saying this. It's like, it's not. Well, it is a bit expensive. Kerbal Space Program 2 just came out on early access. It is $77.95, man.
It is, but apparently that price is going to go up once the game is in full release.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know if, because once I got that game, as everyone did, it was like been out for years. So you could have picked that game up when you were talking about Steam sales for like $14 or something, like the original one.
The first one.
So
yeah.
to see it like launch at a nearly $80 price tag, I nearly spat out my drink when I saw that. I was like, huh?
It's a
I
bit
swear,
much.
I swear anytime I've ever seen Kerbal Space Program, it's like a $10 game. And I'm like, I understand because it's been out for years and it's like, it was an older game and this is new and they've done a heap. But I was like, fucking practically $80, bro. Hell nah.
Yeah.
Felt weird. That's where my brain went. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, I feel that, honestly. It's kind of... It's one of those games that, like, even when they update it, it's the same game. It's like The Sims.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the same game. Why would I buy the new one when it's like, I can spend less, like $30 to get the original? Huh? Podcast. Yeah. Oh, good. Sorry, Nick was asking what we're doing.
No, you're good.
I have a sign on the door as well now, and he still does. And it's fine.
Love
It's
that.
fine.
Love that little passive aggressiveness right there. We love that.
Nah, it's fine. It's
We
fine.
love that.
Nah, I love him, but it's just it's fine. He wanted to know.
That's fine. That's fine.
Nah, it's obviously it's alright. I don't remember. No, I was gonna say. So you like transmog systems in games?
I love transmog systems in games. I think it's one of the best things ever created.
It takes away from creating original armor sets in games, though. For example, right, in Elden Ring, you end up with unique armor sets from each enemy with specific stats because that's the armor of that boss or creature or whatever, right?
Yeah, because Elden Ring doesn't have a transmog system, does it?
It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Do you feel that system is better for gaming, or a transmog system where it doesn't matter what, if you prefer an armor set's look, you can pick that look and then just slap the stats of whatever armor? Because personally, I'm in a weird camp with it, and I both do and don't like it, but it depends on the armor of the game.
That's what I mean. Very good question. Very good question. Because I think it depends on the game. I feel like there's certain games that just needed a transmog system. One of them, like, that took ages was Cyberpunk. So when Cyberpunk came out, it didn't have a transmog system. You did have set gear that was like limited to bosses and stuff like that. But Cyberpunk as a game is about style. It's about the best car that you drive. It's about looking cool. Like that is an aspect of it. So when you were putting on armor set because it had a higher stat class and your character was just looking like a fucking idiot, that's where I feel like a transmog system comes into place. You can still be using the nicer armor or like better headgear and then like hiding it and stuff like that. But where Elden Ring, because that game is like, those games are designed to be hard. They're designed to be challenging, and they're designed to be fulfilling in once you kill a boss, you kind of know what you're going to get from that. So it's like, for that, I don't feel like a transmog system is needed. I feel like if you've got that piece of gear, you've got it for a set reason, and you're going to create the character that you love no matter what, based on how you play the game, how you're going to experience it. I feel like it's still something where they should give you an option, but I feel like in Elden Ring, I probably would just use to take the gear that it is. I think I did that with my character when I was playing Elden Ring.
Yeah.
But it is a very loaded question on depending on the game. This is the only thing that I say. I feel like every game should have the option of a transmog system because you don't have to use it. That's the thing. It can be there. So if you like to mix and match and make your character look a certain way, you can then do it. If you then want to play a more pure way, then you can just keep the gear that you've got. You don't need to go in and change it to look like other gear from another set. But I feel like most cases, it's always going to be a positive thing. It's always good to have it there in case instead of not having it there and your character look like a fucking idiot and then you don't want to play the game.
I feel that. So let me play devil's advocate for a second though with it. I feel that if you're going to do that, then you stop, like from a dev side, you stop wanting to create unique, cool sets and you start trying to focus on just like general ass looking gear and then like 2 cool sets that people transmog into everything. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of get that because a really good example of that exact thing is like Gotham Knights. So when Gotham Knights come out, they had different artists throughout, like Batman, straight up, like Batman, everything like that. I think there was like the Jim Lee set that was like a pre-order bonus, and there was different artists that work with stuff. And it's like there was one set that was incredible. I think I spoke to you about it. It was like this cool Japanese set that you could get in the game, and everyone just transmogged it. It was like the one thing that people wanted. Everyone wasn't using other things. It was like the minute you got that, you were using it. And I feel like that's definitely where that could see it as a hindrance. But the thing that I love about like a transmog system is it is completely like player base. It's not player base, player controlled. So the player has the option of like, do you want to utilize that? Do you not? And hopefully if a creator knows that, they can still create art that they love. And that's one thing that I was going to trying to articulate there was that with the Gotham Knights, they use different artists to create different sets. So it's not like one dude just created everything and then favored one thing because he knew that was going to be it and did it. Everyone came in and could do their own thing. It's like there's always going to be favorites with that, but it's like it still means the artist can go in, create what they want to do, and there's I don't feel like it should affect it at all.
Okay, so I'll use Elden Ring as another example as well as Destiny, right? So in Destiny, because rolls are all random between armor sets, you end up with a whole bunch of different armor, and obviously you're not going to mix and match to try to make things look better.
Yeah.
But for example, in Elden Ring, you can mix and match armor, and even if it looks weird, it still works together. Like there's a cohesive art style across every single piece that even if they seem to clash in one way, they can still work.
Yeah.
While in Destiny, because they've gone through, what's this, like year 8 or 7 or something of them. So they've got so many random sets that there's obviously going to be shit ones, but because it's been going through so many different styles, things will inevitably clash. So do you think then styles should continue to just be seemingly random and like stats should be random? Or do you think that was like a really good way of putting it, because I think Elden Ring has a distinct art style, and From Software has a distinct art style, and the artists work really well with that. So it's like you said, even if you're mixing and matching, it doesn't look too out of place. You can get stuff. They have like a very, like you said, cohesive art style that just kind of suits everything. Whereas the example of with like Cyberpunk, and I'm going to use this as an example, you have like your, there was the 3 different like subclasses or whatever. So like a street kid that's like a very different look. Then you'll have like your, Milcorp, like very military suit, stuff like that. And then you have your nomads, like we know what a nomad looks like. So if you're playing those certain classes and then you're getting gear that's designed for like a nomad set and it's like a really nice set, and you're trying to build this character and you've got like the corpse, like fancy shoes on and a skirt, then wearing this like nomad weird jacket. Like, that's where I feel like it gets a little out of place because the art style doesn't cohesively work across the whole thing.
They've designed different art styles for different things, and that's where I feel like that transmog comes in, just to then be like, if I'm playing a Nomad, I can try and keep everything looking Nomad and build my character to how I want to. But like you said, it was really well how you said it. Elden Ring, even though like I was playing like a samurai, like I tried to do like this samurai guy, I was like really excited about this. It still had that Elden Ring look when I was wearing the different hats and like was trying to mix up gear. It didn't make my character look weird as a samurai. It still worked. It still suited that, because I think they're just so confident in their art style and they know how to do it. Where in certain games, like you were saying with Destiny, if you've got Christmas content from like 2 years ago mixed with like Lightfall that's going through all these different ones and there's different sets, it's not always going to work perfectly. And that's another example with that would be Siege. Like Siege doesn't have a transmog system, but you know how you have like the seasonal content and you can like kind of mix and match it. I remember having like it looked like a pea shooter as like a head for like smoke, and then I'm wearing this like bright pink bunny thing from like Valentine's Day, like it was a Valentine's set. I made my character look like the stupidest, like most over the top thing, where then you'll have like certain sets that come out per season that you could buy design. So it's like, it's weird. I don't know if I answer that properly, but I feel like if the game has that,
I get you. Yeah.
If that game has that cohesive art style and they do it, and like I said, Elden Ring has an incredible art style, and I feel like you could never fuck up the armor and that, because it's very personal and there'll always be things that work, and you have that, like you have that look even with enemies, and you know how it's going to be. It's that really gritty, like one of the ones I wanted to get was like the wolf head. I think you have to kill one of the guys, you can get like that cool wolf head and stuff like that. Where if you were trying to do Cyberpunk and you're playing like a Mill Corp and you're doing like a Nomad mission and all you're getting is Nomad gear and you're trying to run around looking like this half corporate person that should be from the corporate world, but they're wearing like ripped up pants because they have a high stat. That's where I just feel like it doesn't suit the character, and they should have the option to be like, keep it looking one way or not. So
yeah, I get that. Cool. Shall we move on to gaming news then?
Yeah, I want to start off gaming news with, I haven't watched this trailer. I don't know when it came out, 2 days ago, and I wanted to watch it with you. I'll link it. Just because it's kind of like a mood with the name, but I don't understand what the fuck this is. I haven't watched it yet, so.
First thing that came to mind is that like heist game. But
no, wait until you click on it.
Oh my god, alright.
What is this? Cool name, but like seeing that name and seeing an official trailer, it goes for a minute.
Sleep.
Yeah, it goes for a minute 30. We have a trailer called Pokemon Sleep. Like, what the fuck do you think this is going to be? I have no idea, and I'm kind of excited, kind of scared.
Got to be an app, that like is on
Don't read
overnight.
into it. No, don't read into it. We go watch the trailer, brother. Come on, man. What the fuck? This man's out here trying to spoil shit. Hell no, brother.
I'm just saying, it's like Pokemon Sleep. It's rather a game that's just like, the harder you snore, the better you do, or some shit.
It just sounds so stupid. Like, man's been napping a lot recently. If I can start sleeping and fucking catching Pokemon, sign me up. Then I'll be like the best gamer ever. You'll be coming on and you'll be hearing like, what's Nick played? Oh, I've just been playing Pokemon Sleep. So you've just been sleeping for the last week. Yeah, it's going really well for me, dude. I'm like level 700. I've caught like 17 Mewtwo's. My Charizard's like golden.
Like 40 Lugias and shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I just unlocked like the fucking, I don't know, bro. You name it. Like, I saw that and I'm like, kind of a mood, kind of like sleeping. We like that. Kind of don't. I enjoy napping, but I was like, what the fuck is this game going to be? So watch the trailer.
Let's watch it.
Live reaction. Yep. Camera down, baby.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, it didn't go for me. No, we're good.
All right. Rest is the strongest healing move for humans. Game footage is not final. Key thing. It's a sleep app. It's an alarm app?
Is this like an April Fool's thing? We're not in April, are we?
No, we're not.
Pokemon hell yeah. I can sleep with Bulbasaur? Shit!
Alright, so what's the app? Is it a sleep app?
Is it you have to put it on the pillow. Controversial.
Yo, Bulbasaur waking you up? Let's fucking go. The hell? I'm so confused. This doesn't answer any of the questions.
What happened? Is it evolving?
What's this game? Is it a game? Rest your very best, Pokemon Sleep.
Rest your very best, Pokemon Sleep. Oh, it has its own fucking thing that comes with it?
Yeah, it comes with like a
I'm buying
keychain or
this.
some shit.
I'm buying this.
What the fuck is it? Tracks your sleep patterns.
Now you're going to read it. That didn't tell us anything. Here's your look at Pokemon Sleep, an upcoming game that tracks your sleep patterns. It's coming to ISO and Android in summer 2023. Cool.
I'm going to their
it's all fun and games until your fully grown Magikarp decides to sleep next to you. No,
Pokemon Go Plus. Researching Pokemon sleep styles is the easiest way when you use Pokemon Go Plus, which allows you to keep track of your sleep with the press of a button. Pokemon Go Plus uses Bluetooth low energy technology to link with Pokemon Sleep. When it's time for bed, just hold the device's central button, place it by your pillow, and go to sleep. Not only will Pokemon Go Plus measure your sleep data, but Pikachu's familiar voice can give you cute prompts when it's time to wake up or go to sleep. Pokemon Sleep is planned to launch worldwide in summer of 2023.
Just remember, Pokemon Snap does not include AR functionality.
No, it's not. It's a link program or app to Pokemon Go, and it's just to help you with sleeping or help track your sleep. So it's an alarm app.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I'll see with it, and from watching this, is I used to use like a sleep app. Still paid for it, loved it. It tracks like your snoring and stuff like that. The only thing that I've always found with these apps is I'm not the biggest fan of having like a phone on a bed.
No, me neither.
I never really liked that. It's one of those ones. I know like nowadays, like the radiation that a phone produces isn't that enough. Like, but if you're sleeping next to it, like near your head, just don't think that's like a smart thing. I don't mind it if you can have it on a bench next to you, but if it has to be on the bed, and it looks like these have all been on the bed, my cat's just trying to destroy shit, then I'm not the biggest fan of that. Still used them before and done it, but I just feel like the health concerns of like having a phone on your bed right near your head isn't the greatest. Even though, like I said, there's a lot of studies on it showing that it doesn't really do much, but... Oh, thanks, Kat. Thanks, Kat. Thanks, Kat.
Know how I feel about it.
Hey, I feel like that's one game I can win. You know, I was saying I haven't been gaming a lot recently. I feel like I'm going to be the best gamer ever when that sucker comes out.
Yeah, it's true. Somehow,
turn into a professional support.
Yeah, in the first week, you still have like 7 days of sleep somehow.
I've got a cat on my lap. Hey, Baba. Oh, you've been missing your dad. You've been missing your dad. Yeah, he's a little baby. He's such a good boy.
What else is new in gaming news?
Oh, heaps, bro. It's been a fucking wild couple of weeks.
I've just been so fucking not paying attention.
There's been a bunch. Kind of some small, like, little releases and stuff like that kind of look sick. The PlayStation VR launched, so there's been all, like, the PS reviews for Gran Turismo 7. There's been a kind of a bunch that's come out, kind of flown under the radar. We spoke about it a little bit last week on certain games that had come out and how they'd been going. But wait, let me go through. I had some stuff written down. There was the new Pokemon expansion. I think there's the new Elden Ring expansion, talking about Elden Ring. That's being confirmed. Yeah, there's been a bit going on. Just catch up with where it was. So I got a cat literally trying to get so much attention from me right now.
Oh, this is an interesting thing. So, Pathfinder, which is a tabletop RPG system similar to D&D, apparently are taking a stand against AI-based art in their content going forward.
Okay.
So anyone that wants to create anything for them cannot have any aspect of AI art. They want to support proper artists creating work. They don't want their name attached to anything done by AI, only done by real artists because they want to support them. I very much enjoy that. I think that's a really cool thing. Helps keep people in some, some work, and yeah, I dig that.
We do dig that.
Bit of fucking news. Speaking of Destiny, apparently Lightfall was locking people out of playing the game.
Yeah, and supposedly there's been a bit of
the DLC as well, Lightfall, has not had the greatest of launches or reviews as well. Now that it's been out for I think it's like 2 days.
Yeah.
People are already saying it's kind of shit, which I'm very grateful I don't play anymore. It doesn't feel great knowing that either way, because again, this is a game that I've to put probably $700 or $800 into, if not more. And it's a series I did really enjoy since almost the fucking year it came out. I started playing year 2, but still. And yeah, look, sad news. That's all I'm saying. Just sad news. I really hope everything gets better from here, because I've
heard such mixed things about it, so it kind of sucks. I know a lot of people that were really excited about that, so yeah. But biggest thing that I was just going to talk about was State of Play. We love a State of Play.
Yes.
When I say that, you know that I mean it, that we do, even though I still think that game companies doing their own, even though it's cheaper and it's better and they can share the games that they want, they're doing their own directs or State of Plays. I fucking hate. I want to see them back in, E3 and doing that type of stuff. But I understand it. There was some really cool stuff. So one thing when you were talking about Destiny, they did the cinematic trailer that came out on State of Play. There was some stuff on Baldur's Gate 3. Because that's about to come out of early access and fully launched. So that was spoken about in State of Play. Street Fighter, that I'm pretty sure Street Fighter's only PlayStation, isn't it? Or was it on Xbox as well? Or did they have special content locked? I never know with how fucking PlayStation works and their exclusives. I'm gonna be real.
I'm not too sure, because I have very much nothing to do. I don't know anything about thing anymore, but I'm assuming it'll have content lock and not exclusive, because from my knowledge, only Sony games made by Sony are going to be locked, and pretty much everything that is coming out on Xbox is also going to be on PC. So from this point going forward, Sony is the only company doing exclusives.
Locked content,
is slowly backfiring on them, but they're learning.
Yeah. Suicide Squad had some stuff come out on State of Play. People got hands-on with that and had said very underwhelming. So I'll see how that goes. I want to find... I literally always use Skill Up that I've always spoken about. Fucking love Skill Up. He said some stuff. What did he say? I can't believe that Suicide Squad. Fuck. I'll keep an open mind. Rocksteady don't miss yada yada, but absolutely nothing about that gameplay or storytelling hit for me. Can't imagine playing that loop for months or years as intended. God, I hope I'm wrong. That's just because I know that it's going to be a live service game. They've openly said that there's going to be microtransactions. So kind of a little bit upsetting about that. Then another one is we've got the closed beta of the finals coming up that I'm super excited about. Pretty sure these guys are launching 2 games this year. The other one being the Hyenas, that I'm really excited for. But a lot of people have said it's a really, really fun game. So I'm excited to see if I can get my hands on that. I don't know if you've seen anything on the finals, but supposedly it's just a lot of fun. So... But yeah, there's been a bit. It's mainly the State of Play, like Kerbal Space Program 2 launched with a cinematic trailer into early access. We have a new season of Battlefield coming out. There's been a bunch of different trailers that have kind of snuck in. The biggest one that I'm kind of keen about, because I want to use my Switch a little bit more and I never played it, was Octopath Traveler 2. I think it launched. I don't know if it's launched. Should have had a look today. I was at EB Games. I actually walked past EB Games for like the first time in a while. But yeah, there's just been a bit, but not a huge amount.
Yeah, like as far as I've seen, everything's been relatively quiet. It's just been small stuff like patches, fixes,
few games
a couple of
coming
small
out.
releases.
Yeah.
Releases of like DLC and a little bit of content and stuff. But it's usually been pretty quiet
There's like
for the most part.
Sifu had the like arenas mode that launched that I saw something about. Diablo had an official like beta early access gameplay trailer. It was fucking not that crazy. It's just kind of like working into summer, man. Like there's a bunch of like, we'll have those state of plays coming up. We'll have these little drip fed information, a couple of games entering early access, a couple of games coming out. So it's like, it's kind of like that fun time. But it's not like a huge
random thing I remember hearing is, excuse me, IOI, the creators of the Hitman series, are apparently, they're already currently working on a game. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a James Bond game. But after that, they've announced that they're going to be working on an online RPG. Fantasy-based. The title at the moment is called Project Fantasy. Obviously, it may be a working title, or, I doubt they're going to leave that as the name. But IOI makes some pretty cool games, so,
They made some very cool games.
Under Square Enix, they've done some very questionable things, but nonetheless, could be some interesting stuff coming. A little bit sad that they're not doing any more Hitman games for a little while, but it's fine. It is what it is. I mean, it's
cool to see them kind of step out of there, like,
yeah. They've just finished doing everything for Ward of Assassination, so it's fine to take a little break on it.
Send you something in the chat. I just don't know how to pronounce the name of that, what I just sent you. But this game looks fucking sick. It's on my wish list. I'm gonna pick this up.
Chia?
Chia? Looks so cool, dude. Like I watched an extended type of gameplay of it. Looks really cool. Like this one I'll buy day one because it's like indie dev, like definitely will get it, but looks really cool, man. Like really cool. Yeah, I'll try and find another video. There's like 2 videos that I kind of want to link on it because it looks sick. That's the release date trailer.
It's an action-adventure game played in third person.
Looks so cool.
Action-adventure. Nice. I can dig it. That looks pretty... Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I just sent, so that's just the official like release date trailer they did on the State of Play that I'm excited for, so we can start like wish listing it and getting it. But the one that I just sent shows you the actual game. Looks like very chill, like doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge game in itself. When I mean that, like it's not going to be like a 120-hour plus game, but just looks so much fun. Like I loved Windbreaker, I think it was called. I played a bit of that. I think it was called Windbreaker. I'll double check.
Wind Waker?
I have it in Windbound.
Oh, Windbound.
Windbound, that was a really cool game. Really enjoyed that. And I love those types of aspects of games. Like, and this one just looks sick. Like, there's like, watch that trailer. It's about a 3-minute trailer.
I'm watching it at the moment.
The last one I sent, but the traversal and stuff, like that type of stuff looks sick, dude. Like you can jump on like a coconut tree, like coconut fucking, what do you call it, palm tree, and then you can like lean yourself down and then shoot yourself over like water and like glide, and it's like kind of Breath of the Wild-esque. It's like, it's fucking really cool, dude. Like it actually looks sick.
Kind of reminds me of a game, when I say kind of, I mean very vaguely reminds me of a game I actually played during Steam's Next Fest. It's called Mika and the Witch's Mountain. As far as like that mixed with like Zelda kind of thing.
Dude, it looks like so fun.
It looks really good. I kind of dig it. Plus, I like the cartoony art style. I like a lot more than people always doing this like realistic shit. Like it's fine to make things stylized, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, looks good. It looks fun. It looks chill. It looks like a nice cozy kind of game. And
I'm sorry. Like it's on my wish list. We'll buy it for, like first day it comes out. Just seems like something like I love throwing like money at devs like this. They call it like a physics-driven sandbox. It just looks like a lot of fun. Like take over animals. Like once you watch the trailer, like I don't know, I don't know what the whole point of it is, but there's like soul jumping. It looks sick. It just looks like a lot of fun. Yeah. Feels like I could have a lot of fun with that.
For anyone interested in checking it out, it is spelled Tchia. I think it's Tchia or Chia or something like that.
Looks really cool. Like actually, like watch the trailer. It's fucking sick.
It's a very nice game. It looks really cute. I like it. It's got a nice art style. But yeah, that's pretty much game news, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like even last week when we said it. There's a bit going on at the moment, but there's not like a huge amount. We're just getting drip vent content until kind of coming up until our winter US summer, and we've still got a few launches coming up. One will be, I always forget. Let me just double check it. Pull up Steam quickly.
Oh, random thing I've literally just seen. Apparently, after 14 years of no updates, Capcom just removed Game to Windows Live from Resident Evil 5 like a month and a half after I played it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happens if you pre-purchase this game? What does it give you?
Oh, man.
But Last of Us at the end of this month, part 1 on PC. Yes. Really excited for that. 29th of March. Is it 29th of March? Yes. Unlocks in approximately 3 weeks. So mainly because Last of Us and stuff, everything, like, super excited.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a bit of a countdown with that.
Across the board, there's some great stuff coming up at the moment. Outside of like a few things, it's been a relatively quiet week. So, like you were saying, obviously things are gonna pick up, and as we move into the northern hemisphere summer. So, but what you been watching this last week, my guy?
So I actually watched a really, really fun movie that my mum recommended. Watched it with Kat the other night. That was really, really good. It's very wholesome. I don't want to say too much because when I went into it, my mum literally just told me she's like, I kind of cried in this movie. It's really nice. And I was like, okay, kind of expecting it to be this little rom-com-y type thing. Definitely isn't. But it is called, where is it? I don't know if you've seen it. It's on Netflix. Just came out. We Have a Ghost.
We Have a Ghost.
The only thing I'm going to say is it has fucking David Harper in it. He's in everything. I fucking hate him. He was good in this. But don't look into it too much. I feel like you just got to click on it and watch it after what I've just said. But it is it was a really good film. It was a really good film. It was really sweet. I even teared up a little bit at the end of it. It was great.
Nice. No, that's good, man. Anything else?
But apart from that, then I watched Lars and the Real Girl because I watched that film ages ago, and I recently spoke about it. Lars, sorry, did I say Lars? No, I said Lars, didn't I? That I haven't seen in a while. That's that drama romance where Ryan Gosling falls in love with a sex doll. Do you remember that? Remember that film?
Maybe.
It is really good. I remember it pretty well. But it's on Amazon, so I watched that the other night. So just based on Ryan Gosling. So here's the synopsis: extremely shy Lars, Ryan Gosling, finds it impossible to make friends or socialize. His brother Paul and his sister-in-law worry about him. So when he announces that he has a girlfriend he met on the internet, they're overjoyed. But Lars's new lady is a life-sized plastic woman. On the advice of a doctor, his family and the rest of the community go along with his delusion. It's really sweet. It's old school, 2007, and I fucking, me, I love Ryan Gosling. Literally me, man. Even though I shouldn't be saying that with after the movie we just talked about, because hey, everyone, just put it out there. That's not literally me.
No. Literally him, guys. Literally him. No removing what he just said. Literally him.
Literally him. Ryan Gosling, literally me. If you ever like want to figure out, like, you know how we were talking about I'll be in the city like in a week having drinks and you need to find me, just look for Ryan Gosling. That's all you have to look for. If you see a guy that looks exactly like Ryan Gosling, go up to him like, hi Nick, and then that's me. Like, literally me. I just won't have my plastic girlfriend out when I'm, in the city. So, but yeah, literally me. But that's about it. I'm trying to think other movies. Last of Us, of course, I watched the last 2 episodes. I watched anything else? No, not really.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's been a weird week.
I wanted to watch The Whale, actually. That's what I was going to say. I wanted to watch The Whale. Yes. I haven't gone and seen that yet. Sorry, that's probably what you're waiting for. I have not seen it yet. I don't know if I'll be able to see it tomorrow. I was going to try and see it tomorrow, but I think my rostering and shifts has changed. Yeah. Because I do need to see that. I do need to see that. I might buy it because I think you can buy it.
I think you can, yeah. But when you do, we'll get your review on that. Cause,
yeah. I need The Whale. I'll see if I can.
An amazing film. It really is. I'm trying to find the name of one of the things I watched. Because a friend of mine sent me it. It's a documentary that was made on an ARG. If you don't know what that is, it's an alternate reality game. It's basically a bunch of people put together like a interactive story in a way. And yeah, it was really, really cool. I'm trying to find the name of the thing. Damn it. He didn't send me it that long ago, but I just can't find it. Sorry guys, I should be more prepared, but I'll keep looking for it. But yeah, this last week I watched Creed. Number 1.
Creed 3?
Because Creed 3 came out today.
Yeah.
So I'm hopefully going to go watch that maybe tomorrow. Go out with my brother, go during the day or something. He's got the day off, so it'd be nice. But yeah, watching it in preparation for Creed coming out. Creed 3 finally out today, so pretty excited for that. Yeah, I watched this documentary that I genuinely cannot track down anywhere. I don't know where he sent it to me, but yeah, really cool thing, real interesting. And I watched Puss in Boots, Last Wish.
Oh, what do you think? 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 What do you think?
That movie is so fucking good.
I feel like it's probably one of the...
Dude, that entire intro is the most anime shit I've ever seen, and I fucking love it. It was so good.
The whole film, just like everything about it is sick. Like so we go full spoilers. Let everyone know. Spoilers. All right,
spoilers ahead coming up. Skip ahead to a timestamp that I say here. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing really to spoil about the film. Just going into that, like, people kind of know what it is. It's like classic. Like, you get what you get. But I actually thought at one point it made it seem like the big bad wolf was actually in his head.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was like closer to the end of the film. I'm like, is he actually imagining this? Is he not? But then when it was like real, that really got me. I don't know why, because I kind of like at the start I was like, this seems real. But then when it kept going, it kind of was like, is it real or is he in his head? Is he like, is this like his own insecurities? That it's definitely still showing like it's his insecurities and stuff like that. But once there was like a real character at the end, I was like, that's actually kind of sick.
Yeah.
That I don't know why like that made it like such a cool thing. I just thought like they played that really well on this fine line of like, is it a real character or is it not? So that I thought was cool. I kind of fucked with that.
Yeah. So I feel that, especially with it, because there's so many scenes that just no one else sees it but him. Like, no one else hears it but him. No one else interacts with it but him until, like, the very end. And so it was really, really cool because every time that the big bad wolf appears, he's the only one that sees it.
Yeah,
he's the only one that, like, has any interactions with him. So it's like, yeah, you don't know if it's in his head. You don't know if that's real. You don't. And then, yeah, it's real. And it was fucking badass. Badass as hell. I dug it. It was really, really good.
The edits that, like, now I'm just going to spam you to knowing that you've seen it. The edits that I can, they do for the fucking,
for this.
So good.
No, I've seen a couple for Big Bad Wolf. What was the other one? I watched Black Adam. I think I said that last week as well. May have. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
You did.
But yeah, Puss in Boots was the big one this week. And then just watching Creed movies again, because Creed 3, which apparently, because it was directed by Michael B. Jordan, who is a massive anime fan, it's super fucking anime, and I'm really excited to go into it. So, yeah, that's pretty much just been what I've been watching the last week. That documentary, I will probably never find it again, so
I need to watch
it was in my mind.
I need to watch the Creeds again. I do. Well, he directed. Is this the first one that he's directed? Number 3? Like he starred and directed.
This is the very first movie he's ever directed.
Okay, cool. But he's definitely starred in the last 2, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's the main character of the last 2.
But he's directed this one and then starred in it.
Yes, yeah. He did the old Sylvester Stallone thing here, where he actually directed and starred as the main character. But this one he directed because apparently Dolph Lundgren in the second one, after it was like, I would really like to see one that he directed for himself, like not one that anyone else has had a hand in, just one that he would like to make for him. I'm like, yeah, I dig that. That'd be really, really cool, because like he grew an attachment to the character, he really likes it, he really loves it. So I'm like, yeah, I dig it. This is cool. I can't wait to see it. And I love the Creed movies. I have 2 of the posters from the first one, the actual like movie posters from the theaters. I have 2 of them sitting around somewhere.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. They were giving a bunch away, and I'm just like, fuck yes, I'm going to take one. But yeah, outside of that, just been watching tons.
I'm excited for Creed 3. Yeah, I'm the same when I get onto it.
I really want to watch Truman Show again, because I was watching something that came up and it like showed something from it, and I'm like, damn, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Maybe I should give it a watch. It's been a while. And I just completely forgot.
Well, like I've been going through and doing that with a few of like my favorite films, like rewatching them just recently.
Yeah,
it's always fun to do. But I'm just loving, like, I don't know, my cat is going ham, bro. Okay, I love you, dude. No, that's my fine. Don't rip up my fine. I need that. I just really like tell
man, got a fucking fine.
Yeah, I got a speeding ticket, guys. Don't speed. My first ever speeding ticket, and I've had my car for over 2 years.
How fast were you going over?
It was the most stupid speeding ticket ever, dude. They've like changed one of the roads to go from like 70 to 60. And like when I say that, it's been done for a little bit. And I fucking completely forgot. So I got doing like a ledge, because you know they just take it off. I got done doing 67 in a 60 zone.
Damn, son.
Yeah. So it wasn't actually too bad. It's like one demerit point, and it's like $231. So actually not a bad fine, but like it's like one of those ones where it sounds really bad and really toxic, but for that to be my first fine kind of pissed me off, and I wanted to fight it. If I was like actually speeding, going down the highway, being like a little hoon, I'd been like justified. But it's like they changed it. Like that used to be a 70 zone. I kind of just lapsed judgment. I wasn't thinking straight. I was doing a little bit over the speed limit, and I got like, it's good. Like, but I was like kind of just like you know, when you ever talk about your first speeding fine, it was like, like you lose your license type thing, and then you got to learn from it. Like this wasn't really a lesson. I was like, fuck you guys, it's just taxpayer money going towards it. Like that's what you're trying to do. What do they call it? Revenue raising. Put a little can there just to get that little bit of extra money. So, but drive responsibly and keep an eye out on the speed signs, you fucking losers, or you'll be like me and get a fine.
I mean, better than me, man. The first 3 fines I got were all 1K over. and all of them were me on
That's
the
so
brakes
bad.
trying to slow down, and I happened to just go through a camera at the time.
That's
I'm like,
so bad.
Get fucked. But yeah. So at least if you're gonna get caught, I mean, don't. I do not condone you doing illegal activities. I really don't. Don't actually do this. But if you're gonna get caught doing a lot more than just like a little bitch number, like one game.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why I kind of got a little upset. Like, I shouldn't be saying that we condoning it, but it was just like, it's like, I can't say this because I got a podcast, but we're going to say it. It's like, I expected it if I was going to get my first speeding ticket to at least, like, fucking lose my license or some shit. Like, wow, they really finally caught Nick doing like 140 down Penlink. That I don't do, but it's just like, that's what I like,
Dude, I don't think a car could hit 140 without literally exploding.
Bro, I drive a GR86.
No, you fucking don't. You fucking lie. You drive a Ferrari, cunt. Don't fucking.
I do. I drive an actual
a little
Ferrari.
hatchback fucking square box Ferrari.
I drive a little MG3 Auto that I call a Ferrari. I literally drive a grandma's car. Like, if I tried to get my car over like a certain speed limit, it will literally blow off the side of the road.
Yeah. It's great. It's a fun car, but it's pretty hilarious. Cool. So, bit of movie news before we wrap up.
Yeah. There's actually a little bit of movie news. There's been like a bunch of kind of trailers coming out that kind of look sick.
Yeah. There's well, I already mentioned Creed 3, but Creed 3 is now available in theaters near you. So go give that shit a watch. Support the man because I really like Michael B. Jordan. I think he's a really interesting dude. I think he's a funny guy as well as pretty fucking cool. So, Quantumania. No one went to watch it. That's a good thing.
I know a few people that have gone and seen it and heard mixed things from it. It's one of the lowest rating.
I think it is, yeah. It's supposed to be. I don't want to throw shade at it because, I think Ant-Man's a pretty cool character. He has some potential. But every Ant-Man movie has been so underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, there's so much they could have done. There's so much they could do, and they just keep, they really force it to be a family movie instead of the other ones being like an action film where, or like a blockbuster-y thing. So it ends up always kind of shortchanging the character a little bit, making it a bit too goofy and too funny and friendly for everyone, and it kind of takes away from it,
I've got just mixed things with the whole thing. That's kind of you kind of expect, but then you just
yeah. Cocaine Bear, apparently smash hit.
Yep.
Killing it. I'm also really much looking forward to that.
Very much I've heard that it is exactly what you'd expect from the name of a film called Cocaine Bear. It's good. I'm glad that they've nailed that because it's gruesome, over the top, bear on cocaine. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's kind of what we want. Because you never know, but I'm glad that they've nailed that. Yeah. Anyone worried? Cocaine Bear is Cocaine Bear. So.
Yeah. What's funny is there's a company called Asylum Films, right? Their entire shtick is that they try to make shitty copies of movies that are coming out. So, for example, when Sherlock Holmes was coming out, right, the Robert Downey Jr. one, they released one with almost the exact same name, but the entire movie is a fucking fever dream. There's dinosaurs running around London and robot people and shit. It's just so stupid. But the reason I bring them up, right, they also did when Pacific Rim was coming out, they made one called Atlantic Rim. There's just a whole bunch of this dumb shit. But again, the reason why I bring them up is they released Meth Gator.
Meth Gator?
In response to Cocaine Bear, they made Meth Gator.
That's fucked.
These guys made Sharknado. And, that, it's just so stupid. But, that's what they want to do. More power to them. What am I supposed to do?
There's not much. That's so okay. I love those type of films when it's the Sharknado films and they just went and kept going crazy and stuff like that. It's just because how many Sharknado films are there now? Too many Sharknado films? 5? Yeah.
There's so many. They had a 3D one. I remember that. I know they had a 4D one. So there's at least 4, if not 5. Like, there's just so many of these fucking things. Oh, man. Renfield coming out, some images, some small snippets and stuff has been shown. It's Nicolas Cage as Dracula. It just sounds like a fun time. I'm really looking forward to that. Silent Hill movie apparently is actually getting made. There's a plot, there's a cast, there's a crew already assigned to it. The script was written in 2006 or some shit, and it's finally getting made, or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm just reading what I see here. So, hey, that'd actually be pretty cool if it gets made. It's apparently going to be more strictly based towards Silent Hill 2, I want to say.
Okay.
And not this weird amalgamation of shit. So, yeah.
Well, I know the biggest thing I was just going to talk about is Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves is about to come out.
Yes.
That I'm kind of excited for. There's like a behind the scenes for it. That kind of looks like fun. I feel like because we play D&D, it would be kind of cool to go watch that. They've cleaned up all that D&D drama, correct? Kind of, yes, no, maybe? Question marks?
Yeah. They pretty much reversed it as all the shit that they said and were doing, so it's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fixed, for the most part.
And then there's a Kevin Hart film with John Cena called Die Hard 2. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But it's done by,
I think it is.
Yeah, it's done by a company that I fucking don't know. What is this? The new season begins streaming on Roku channel? What's Roku?
It is an American TV series thing, kind of like HBO and shit like that, where they have...
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. Weird. John Travolta, Kevin Hart, Josh Hartnett, Jean Reno, John Cena. What the fuck? Why is it, like, such an amazing cast?
Yeah, it's called the Roku channel is an American over-the-top video streaming service owned and operated by, which launched 2017. What the fuck? Never heard of that in my life.
Die Hard has 2 seasons and it's been around since 2020.
Yeah, wild. So I saw that. And
I've never heard of this till right fucking now.
Well, as mainly that company, I was like, what the fuck? Who are you? What is that? I've never even heard of you guys, but hey, it seems like they're doing some good shit, so we
track
take
that down. We'll give it a watch. We'll give it a review.
Yeah. But that's about it. Like, there's been a bit going on. I really need to see The Whale. Another one came out. I'll pull up Hoyts quickly because I was having a look. Because I was
apparently Scream 6, very good movie. So I will definitely give that a look-see. Bit more of a return to form and less over the top, while still being over the top.
Missing Person was one I wanted to watch because that was done by the same creators of what was it called? The one that had he's a really good actor. He's really good. They did a really good job of it. Oh, Searching.
Yes.
I loved Searching. From the minds behind Searching comes Missing. Nice. So that's out. What was another one? Empire of Light. I kind of want to. I saw that when I was having a scroll through. I need to figure out what that film is. That kind of looks sick. And then Fisherman's Friends 2. My grandparents went and saw that, so I need to ask them about how that was. I think they really, really enjoyed it, but that's out in cinemas, Fisherman's Friends 2.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, there's a few different, like, decent films out at the moment. Yeah, so if you get a chance, get to the cinemas. When does John Wick come out?
That's a very good question, actually.
I don't want to go see John Wick.
Wick Chapter 4 comes out 23rd of March, which is 3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's got a pretty cool cast. Unfortunately, that last trailer really kind of gave way too much away.
Yeah, like the fucking, we don't talk about it, but...
Like, I don't want to bring up things, but, like, as far as a trailer goes, they really got to learn to calm the fuck down on showing everything.
Well, remember when everyone gave shit to my fucking homie Avatar and said it just looked like a postcard with, like, cool fucking cinematic looks? It was like, that's kind of what you want, bro. where you watch like the Fast X trailer and it's like you literally get fucking 4 minutes of the whole film cut up. You don't need to go watch the film. Like
it's every plot point is in that fucking trailer.
Yeah.
And it's the same with John Wick 4 trailer, and it's the same with like a bunch of things. They just like, as much as people gave that movie shit on its trailer, it was the best one because it didn't reveal almost anything.
Yeah.
It gave you enough that it like piques interest, and that's all it should be doing. I don't need to know what the fuck the entire story is. That's why I'm going to watch the movie.
Yeah, it's always hard with trailers and stuff like that. That's why I said don't watch We Have a Ghost trailer. Just go and watch that, and you'll love the film more. Like it's weird. Like when you go watch it, you kind of see most of what happens in it. But sometimes it's just like that, and I think that's the thing that I love about my mum. Sometimes she'll just, if she's at home like sick or anything like that, she'll just stumble across like Netflix and she'll just click on something and just watch it. And then I hear from her, she'll just like not tell a lot, but she'll just like put this on, you'll love it. And then you do, and you're like, what the fuck? Where did this film come from? And that's what, We Have a Ghost was very much like. And sometimes it's good to do that. It's so hard these days. They're trying to get you engaged and they show a little bit too much. And then when you go and see it, it's just like,
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
I
was going to put a movie on tonight, but I don't know if I will tonight.
Yeah. Now I was watching something else as well, recently on YouTube. And they were talking about how certain the movie trailers were just bait and switches. Like it was entirely different to what it was. And the example they used was, I think it was Kangaroo Jack, which is a stupid fucking movie in the first place. But
I love Kangaroo Jack.
That entire trailer made the movie look like an entirely different film. And then you go to watch it and it's like, there's what? Like none of it's a hallucination scene. Like an hour into the movie that lasts, I think, like a minute, and that's the entire trailer they use. And it's like, dude, you've 100% baited the fuck out of me on this, and like it's not the same. Like trailers are always hard.
Good to have a bit of a bait here and there.
I mean, it's a different kind of bait. You know what I'm saying? I want to be baited into actually watching the thing, not baited into being fucking misled. The Whale keeps getting some good shit happening, so go watch The Whale.
Yeah, The Whale I really need to see. There was another film that I was scrolling through and I saw, but I forgot fucking its name. Oh, it was nothing big actually. It was just Scream 6 has like a bit more of a behind the scenes, and that's coming out soon. Because that's got our girl Jenny, the whatever it's called, Wednesday chick.
Yeah.
Jenny Ortega? Ortega or whatever? Yeah. So that, I saw stuff on that coming out recently, because that's about to launch, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Should be pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't mind the Scream films. They've been around for a bit, so I think they have a fan following and probably have a bit of a cult following around it. So
yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But overall, I think it's been a very quiet week, but it's not been a bad week when it comes to entertainment of the visual kind.
I'm just so keen to get back into like having a few more days off and getting back into the swing of things a little bit more. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, man, you definitely need more downtime and rest time.
It was good. I had 2 days off this week, man, and then I've got Wednesday off. So not Wednesday, Sunday off still. So I've had Tuesday off, and then I had today off. That was nice. So it's not normally like me to have that many days off. So it's been good. It's been good to kind of just catch up. I've caught up on a lot of sleep, so that's why we need this Pokemon Go game, because then I can call myself a real gamer. So there's been catching those Z's. That's what he's been catching. Not catching those Pokemon, it's catching them Z's. So,
yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. It's like right after this, I'm like, do we go to bed? It's like,
bro, I'm ready to have a fucking nap. I'm going to probably play some Sons of the Forest, but I'm honestly ready to have a nap.
I need to get that game. I might pick it up.
Yeah.
So, easy. Yeah, well, this is where we just bully everyone so they can leave.
Yeah.
Pretty
much, man. Pretty much.
It's like they've been here for like an hour just vibing with us, having a good time, and then we just bully the fuck out of them to get them out of here.
Yeah, it's the last minute, It's the old you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here thing, where it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, just get the fuck out, go do something. You know? Go watch a movie, go play some games, fucking nerds.
Go play some video games, watch some movies, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Alright, love you, bye, say it back. Say it back.
I love you. I love you, dude. I love you so much. Forehead kisses. Cut that. Someone's gonna clip it and keep that forever. They can't have that. That's hell no, bro. I can't be giving that shit out for free. PayPal me. Guys, drop PayPal link. Hello?
PayPal link in the description of the episode.
What the hell? Too wholesome. So,
oh, fuck. Alright, get out of here, nerds. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Fucking guy.